Imagine this. Brazil announced their national team squad, and once again, Neymar's name is missing. For millions of fans around the world, especially those who have followed Neymar from the very beginning, this is not just news, it's heartbreak. The thought of a Brazil squad without Neymar, a player who has carried the nation's footballing dreams for more than a decade, feels like a wound that refuses to heal. And here we are again. The time has come for Brazil's next squad announcement. But this time, the biggest question is, will Neymar be there, or will he be left out once more? This single uncertainty has sparked endless debates, rumors, and speculation across the Brazilian media. Some reports suggest Neymar's injury is not as serious as once feared, and that he could make a comeback to the Seleção if called upon. Others argue that even if Neymar wants to return, Carlo Ancelotti, the man now in charge of Brazil, has not yet given a 100% green light to include him. That raises a painful possibility. Neymar might not be part of Brazil's upcoming Copa America squad. Think about that for a moment. Copa America, one of the most prestigious tournaments in world football, without Neymar? For a fan, it's unthinkable. And yet, this is the reality we might have to accept. Of course, if Neymar's name does appear in the squad list, it will be a moment of pure joy for us all, a sigh of relief, a reason to believe again. But if he's left out, the pain will cut deep. Because it's been far too long since we've seen Neymar wearing the iconic yellow shirt of Brazil, leading his country on the field. That absence has left a void, and for many fans, waiting has become unbearable. When Brazil step onto the pitch without him, even when he is fit enough to play at least for a few minutes, it feels like something is missing, something irreplaceable. And yes, it hurts. But as painful as it is, we must also try to understand the situation. Carlo Ancelotti's responsibility is not just about emotions. It's about building a team capable of winning the World Cup in 2026. If he decides that Neymar needs more time to fully recover, to focus on regaining match fitness with Santos before rejoining the national setup, then perhaps we, as fans, must respect that decision. Respect does not mean it's easy. As a fan myself, I can say honestly, I desperately want to see Neymar in that squad, even if it's just for a few minutes. Even if he comes off the bench in the dying moments of a match, just seeing him on the field again would mean the world. Because Neymar is not just another player. He is a symbol. Beyond the goals, the skills, and the magic, Neymar brings something intangible to the Brazilian dressing room. He is a leader, a figure the younger generation looks up to. Imagine the impact on young players like Endrick, Estevão, or Rodrygo when they share the dressing room with Neymar. To watch him prepare, to see how he motivates the team, to feel his presence. This is something that shapes careers. Even if Neymar doesn't play 90 minutes, his very presence would inspire the next generation. But Ancelotti faces a dilemma. Brazil have already qualified for the World Cup, which means now is the time for experimentation. This is when a coach tests new players, gives them opportunities, and prepares them for the future. Calling Neymar back at this stage might mean taking a risk, an unnecessary one, when the focus could be on testing fresh talents. From a purely tactical perspective, Ancelotti might be right. Let Neymar recover, let him regain full fitness, and let him explode back onto the scene at the right time. Why risk another injury now? Why not prepare alternatives so that when the World Cup comes, Brazil will have both Neymar and a squad of young stars ready to shine? Still, from an emotional standpoint, fans find it hard to accept. For many of us, football is not just tactics or long-term plans. It's passion, it's heart. And Neymar has been the beating heart of Brazilian football for more than a decade. The truth is, if Ancelotti truly sees Neymar as part of his World Cup 2026 project, then there is no doubt Neymar will be back. No matter how many minutes he can play, whether it's 10 minutes or an entire match, he will be there when it really matters. Because a player of Neymar's quality, experience, and influence cannot simply be ignored. But right now, as painful as it is, Brazil may prioritize looking at others. Players who might be part of the long-term plan. Players who need these matches to prove themselves. And in that case, Neymar might be left with Santos for the time being to continue building his fitness and confidence. So where does that leave us, the fans? Torn between heart and reason. Our hearts scream for Neymar's return. We want to see him in the squad. We want to hear his name announced. We want to feel that excitement again. But our reason tells us that Ancelotti's plan might be the smarter choice in the long run. And that brings us to the big question. What do you think? Should Neymar be included in the national team right now, even if only as a symbolic presence? Or should Carlo Ancelotti wait, give Neymar more time, and focus instead on preparing the next generation? For me personally, the answer is simple. I want Neymar there, even if it's for a short cameo, even if it's just to walk out onto the pitch in Brazil's colors again. Because sometimes football is not just about results, it's about moments. And Neymar gives us those moments. But whether we like it or not, the final decision rests with Ancelotti. And if his decision is to wait, then we, as fans, must accept it. Because one thing is clear, Neymar is still a part of Brazil's World Cup vision. The only question is when, not if, we'll see him back in that famous yellow shirt again. So as the squad announcement approaches, we wait. With hope, with nerves, with excitement. Will Neymar's name be there? Or will we have to wait just a little longer for his grand return? Either way, one thing is certain. Brazil with Neymar feels different. And until the day he returns, that absence will always be felt.